If we look at our current food system, then there's only a few large companies that actually control most of the entire food ecosystem, and with that also the food supply chains. And if we want to make a change, we need to first understand how do these corporations act and why do they act in the way that they do. For them, it makes sense how it's currently being done because it saves them a lot of cost. Most of the fruits and vegetables that we eat are the same actually. If we think about it, if we are in Spain, in France, in Italy or in the Netherlands, you mostly have paprika, cucumber, carrots and tomatoes in the store. Those are some of the most eaten items. And if we look at the large corporations, then of course for them it makes a lot of sense to also then only focus on these major items and see, okay, how can we best distribute those across the entire globe in order to feed the people? And this is where the problems mostly start, because if we then focus on only these few crops, then of course it's more efficient to grow them all in monocultures, to grow them all within large environments for efficiency. And then the next problem occurs is that when you have monocultures, of course, there is a huge challenge of keeping away pesticides or little insects or things that can destroy those monocultures. If you have one little bacteria, for example, that can be harmful, it can destroy not only one plant, but the entire fields of thousands and thousands of plants. And this is why we already started many years ago with a lot of chemicals, a lot of pesticides within our food system. It is mainly to actually protect those monocultures. Very soon afterwards, we realized that because of all these pesticides and all these chemicals that we've been using, we actually decrease the quality of the food. Because those chemicals, those pesticides, they stay on the food, they go with us into our consumption, and it's not the healthiest thing to do. Now, it actually even went a step forward that those large corporations realized that it makes more sense to directly genetically modify the plants, the crops, fruits, vegetables, in order for them to be resistant. Now we have a food system that contains many monocultures that are partly genetically modified, partly treated with a lot of chemicals in order to keep away the pesticides, the insects. But at the end, we have a very low quality of food. We cannot continue like this because the quality of food is directly related to our health.